Born on the 4th of July, gets in the try after a football pass from Yosefo.
He is a real American, isn't he? Almost hear the Hulk Hogan's theme tune in the background when you see Danny Barrett going. But look at this. Maceo Brown on the back of Yosefo gets the ball again. Number 12 for the USA. And then check this out. Over the top, hits Barrett. And then Danny Boom Boom whacks it down. Get that on Sports Centre. That's got to be a top 10, come on.
That's a top 3 in anyone's book. Kick, unsuccessful. Half-time, it's the US that stretch the legs against France. They lead 12-5. The City of Angels for the day 2 of the HSBC LA Sevens. It's party vibe. Almost 20,000 came yesterday. We've had the half year today. He's worth about 10,000 himself. It's the US, the home side, in the 5th place semi-final. They are up 12-5 against France. Scuba Steve, known as Maceo Brown in real life, catches this one. Maka Anufe. Anufe on the field. Goes back to his captain Hughes. The 13th man, Maceo Brown. Melfi, big fend. The US Army product. Again to the short side, Thomasine. Into the 22. The Eagles looking to go to work. Anufe. Big step from the powerful player. Returned strongly from a couple of injuries over the years. Now Danny Barrett, the All-American. Barrett! Oh, Barrett has met his match. How do you say Barrett in French? That was colossal. Still, they keep possession. Melfi has Isles. Oh, over the top. Anufe tries to gather this. Logel comes flying in. Carlin picks this one up. He loves the short side because of the fake. You can't fall for that when Carlin has possession. Ooh, Isles scores another goodie for the US Eagles.
Well, exactly that. Spots a gap on the blind side, and this is what the world loves to see. Carlin Isles in about 3 square centimetres of space, flying down the outside, putting all of his hard work into action. You see the shots and videos on his socials with him, been on the track, and he's even got the Hoff on her feet. Look at him. I wonder if he has a clue what's going on, but either way, he's loving it.
An international legend, the Hoff, raises his fist for this legend. Colin Isles, Perry Baker onto the field now as well. 19 points to 5. The Eagles in command here. Plenty of time left in this clash though. The winner will face Ireland, who dispatched England. France with a chance. Paulin Riba has been one of their star players this weekend. Scored a couple against Fiji and one against Argentina. To Perez. Perez dances around. Flattens Hughes. Ball goes loose. Thomasine looks to gather this one. He's got all the skills, Thomasine, and then intercepted by a sneakiness there from Terry Barahwa. Penalty though.
You see Perez on the floor. You can tell his arms are around the neck. He might well laugh, but it's a dangerous proposition. You see, as soon as that happened, it didn't look great. Damon Murphy spotted it. And here you can see Perez with the UFC manoeuvre.
He was kind of eyeing up to see if the referee was watching him as well. It's unfortunate because now they're down to 6 for 2 minutes and their comeback will certainly be halted.
The worst position to be in, far left-hand side, down one man. Brewer unsure whether he's going to commit as a scrum half or stay as a first receiver. And look at this, 15 missed tackles. That's how you lose a game of sevens. Good defence from the USA, but look at the possession they've had, 57-7. That is dominant.
Coach Jerome Doré will not be happy with the French with that as Melfi goes over the top. Terrific ball to Perry Baker. Where's the half right now? Isles had one, Baker has another.
And Perry's matching the talents of Isles. Plugs the ball out of the air, and you know what's going to happen. Speed sticks off, number 11, flying down a rugby sevens pitch. We see it time and time again, but it never gets boring. So good to see.
They are social media wizards. Every time their score gets shared hundreds of thousands of times, a few million times. And that's why 203 v 201.
It shows how good this team is. 4 of the top 5 still playing in this side, with just Zach Test interjecting, the great American Eagle. Barrett, Hughes, Baker and Isles.
Don't forget, Isles has played 10 more events than Perry Baker.
Yeah, Perry's got efficiency on him.
Yosefo goes up for this one. It's going to come down to France.
Perry's a fair few years older.
He is 33, Carlin 30. And they're two players that have elevated the US in the last 4 or 5 years under head coach Mike Friday. Champions in Las Vegas. They beat Samoa 27-0 and Argentina last year 28-0. No mean feat to hold a team scoreless, particularly in a final, Mr. Vickers.
Exactly, that's when your defence is really on point. USA last year, incredible scenes, getting to 5 finals, not quite hit those marks this year, but certainly are an impressive team.
So still 6 players on the field. And here comes Jacques Clark, is the one that steamrolled Barrett, which has never happened before. Colombe. Matthias on debut, 22-year-old. Looking for the short line there, Iragua. Does well. William Iragua has the offload to Verandamu, Tevita Verandamu. Finally into the fray. France, 1 minute to go. They trail 24 points to 5. Long way to go with possession turned over.
Well, he's frustrated about that, Dumoutier. He knows about his standards, the reputation he's building in the French camp. And again, just showing now the French struggle without Verandamu. He is just that good for this team. Almost the days where Vakatawa was the spearhead for them. Tevita Verandamu, the sizable French Fijian player. He'll top a few of these stats, that's for sure. Barak has been sensational for the French, and Isles bagging 4 tries here in LA. But I like this guy, the workhorse, Stephen Thomasin. All court game.
Don't forget the Cup semi-finals come up later. Fiji versus Australia, New Zealand v South Africa. We'll have a new champion for the first time in 3 years. Thomasine, the cog for the US, nominated for World Rugby Sevens Player of the Year in 2019. He was on the HSBC Dream Team as well that year. Under a minute to go. The US will play Ireland in the 5th place here at the HSBC LA Sevens. Home fixture for them. It's been 14 years since the event was in Los Angeles. Anufe has a penalty for the Eagles. US go to the touchline. They beat Samoa in pool play. Scotland lost to Australia. And then in the quarters, a 2-point game against South Africa. Oh, so tough.
That was an absolute cracking game, wasn't it? The crowd has stayed here. Albeit their team out of the main cup.
Here they go, they put it out. And that's full time in this clash. The United States, good against France. They win 24 points to 5. Let's take a look and see how we progress. It's Ireland against the US. We'll play the 5th place later today. Don't forget, coming up later today, stay fully up to date on our Super Session 2-hour window, bringing you all the highlights, all the features, and the massive matches coming up, including the bronze medal and our cup final here in 2020. And so let's hand it over now to the big rig, Sean Maloney, to take us through to the action, the massive ones, our semi-finals.
Thank you very much, Dallin Stanford. Yes, these are mouth-watering each of our 2 Cup semi-finals, beginning with Fiji and Australia. Alongside me for the call in this one, it is a good afternoon to former New Zealand Sevens captain Carl Tanana. And this, I don't mind saying, KT, is going to be tight.
Oh, Nisa Bulivanaka, I'm with you, Shawnee. You've got probably one of the hottest teams in Australia over the weekend against Fiji, who seem to have found their form. A lot of smiles. They look very relaxed and composed, this Australian team. I've liked what I've seen from them.
I know you have, and the last time these 2 sides faced off against one another was in Hamilton earlier this year, where it was Fiji getting the win by 7 points, but that match was tight from minute 1 to 14. It was just one key moment that cost the Aussies the win there, but Fiji, well, they couldn't have done much more in terms of the way they put down England earlier today, unbeaten yesterday. Australia hammered Ireland in their Cup quarter-final. Richard Horton, our referee for this one. It is a good morning to those of you watching on down in Australia as well, getting your week started the right way via the HSBC USA Sevens. And this is actually a rematch of our 2016 Cup final here in the USA as well, where it was Fiji just getting the result on that occasion. Louis Holland was superb this morning against Ireland. Looking to repeat the dose here against the Fijians. Here we go. Holland sending it down towards Modanathangi Maloof, who's been busy all weekend long. In defence, drops Modanathangi. Bakun and Billy looking to get away from Miller, holding him off. Now Holland lends a hand and gets a shot on the ball as well, turned over by Holland. Good work, Miller to Hutchison. Anderson out wide. Hutchison opts to go himself, spins past the first up tackle there. Eventually dropped, and now the penalty goes to Australia.
Good work at the breakdown there from Louis Holland's going to go to the sideline as well and use this line out. But he's been around for a long time as Holland and using all of his experience on that occasion.
And he knocks it just shy of the 22. The winner of this one will take on either New Zealand and South Africa, who are coming up hard off the back of this first Cup semi-final from Dignity Health Sports Park in Los Angeles. Anderson to the front. Out jumping Darren Alungi, and another penalty here, and maybe more against Fiji. Yep, yellow card for Darren Alungi.
Oh, the captain there. I'm not sure about the lift. There was a one-man one on Lockie Anderson. Not entirely sure what happened at the front of that line-out.
Where this is huge for Australia is the fact that Darren Lungi is probably the best in the world at restart time. Can Australia force a restart by scoring a try here? Miller, oh, he gets jammed hard there by Mbulapa, who goes in and gets a shot on now, called away by Richard Horton. Holland has Trey Williams near side, goes wide left now, switches to Anderson. Lockie Anderson 10 away. Numbers now to the right. Another penalty against Fiji. Long bottom, quick, skip ball for Miller. Miller, Williams out wide. Try Australia.
Well, the perfect start for the Aussies and a confident one as well. And this guy, you talk about confidence, Trey Williams. What a big call for coach Tim Walsh to put him in and start over the course of this weekend. It has been paying dividends as well. Longbottom so aware. This guy, I think, has been brilliant too. Lockie Miller. Trey Williams has been very good.
One of the quickest guys in world rugby. Holland with the conversion attempt. Bang! 7-0 the score. Here's Malouf giving chase. More than a thung. He goes up. It will come down and fall for Fiji. Mbulapa looking to Bakrin and Billy now. Bouncing towards Williams to Imamba. Malouf read that well and jumped all over the back of the Fijian danger man. More than a thungy. So abrasive and hard to drop. Williams goes low after he'd already steamrolled Holland. Bakrin and Billy looking towards Tuimamba. Lays it off. Tuimamba. That's all he needs. Is a yard to work with. And down a man here, Fiji. They still go in. 7-5 the score now. Kick to come.
It doesn't matter. But there's only 6 Fijians on the field. They're just so good at this. They're big men to the fore. First, Mothonothangi. Good at the restart. Good take by Mbulapa. And then Vakuru now. But look at this pass. Turns in Lewis Holland and Tuimamba. We know how quick he is. And they strike back quick.
Well, Willie Holland knew the minute he gave that extra yard to the outside, he was cooked. You could see him on the chase back. Tuimamba well and truly in the frame for Dream Team status here in LA. He's been one of the form players on the circuit this year. He was the same last. It's been 2 sparkling seasons for Tuimamba on the circuit.
Oh, he's made Sports Centre too, so he has to be there or thereabouts, Tuimamba.
Bulapa up the middle. Back to the full 6 here, Fiji. Darren Olangi, there he is, causing issues for Australia. Tuai with his first touch. Tuai hit well there by Miller, who stopped the Fijian playmaker. Batitu looking for more than a thing. He goes without. Lost forward there. Anderson is on hand to tidy up for Australia, and Richard Horton says no advantage coming. Scrum, Australia feed.
Oh, that was a timely interjection there in defence. I think it might have been Louis Holland again, just getting the fingertip to this inside ball right there. Otherwise, Mothonothangi takes that. He is gone. Has been involved, that's for sure, Louis Holland, the start of this one.
Well, as they did in their 2 cup title wins in Las Vegas. Many Fijian fans making the trip a little further west here to add their voice around the Dignity Health Sports Park Mini Coliseum. It's Longbottom taking it short side to Holland. Holland towards Darren Olangi.
Tackle!
Tackle is the call, not maul. Now Fiji looking to stomp through. It's out the back for Tuai. Tuai back to More Than a Thungy. More Than a Thungy beats Malouf. Oh, no way! How on earth has he done that? More Than a Thungy. Bring that one on the highlights reel. Wow!
How good can Mothonothangi be? Look at him brush off a defender. Look at that pass. That is freakish from the number 1.
When Jerry Tuai looks up and kind of smiles as the ball